With the fan up, all them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that, gonna do just what I say, pull up, fast as Uber in that race, she so bad but she said, I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case, I say Lord, be my savior, when it come to getting this paper, please protect me from my haters, just say me and I won't save her, say amen.
I look up, so many.
Oh my God.
So many. I done made sacrifices. So many sacrifices.
Straight up.
I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed it. My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is. Yeah. What you telling me? I sense the jealousy, I got telepathy, I got the recipe, I got the streets and I don't got no felony. Forward thinking, yeah, my mind is ahead of me. Mama said it's gonna be whatever you let it be. It's some homies I grew up with that's dead to me. It's some that I just met in debt to me. What's in common is they both pay respect to me. I get it my way from Friday to Friday. My girl is a mix of Aaliyah and Sade. I came a long way from that Marvin and I pull out the driveway like I'm in a car chase speeding. And if my she know I'm leaving. No text, no call, but at airplane mode. Code, no P code, no time to change clothes. Same clothes, love if you're living by the same code. G code, leave. You do that to me, back to my destiny. Penthouse, bird's eye view, that's a nest for me. I got myself out of debt, so when you see me, know you somebody I never need. Sacrifices. So many sacrifices.
Straight up.
I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed it. My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is. Yeah. I cut the drama out my energy. Focus on an inner me, never on an enemy. And I done sacrificed my own time. I done sacrificed my own mind. I done sacrificed the club life. I done sacrificed my love life. But I cut the drama out my energy. Focus on an inner me, never on an enemy. And I done sacrificed my own time. I done sacrificed.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got two teams who come in with identical records on the season. It's the Giants going up against the Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now a first down throw. Webb escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
That's complete to Whitaker. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coach...
That's caught inside the 20. Fights free at the 5. A big play there for the Giants. 49 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On the run, Darkwa. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's Webb. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Webb dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And this one is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Shotgun now for Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Now it's Tate. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll run with Darkwan. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 2nd down, Webb. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Green 39, Leopard.
To throw again, Webb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st down, it's Webb. And that is incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Webb. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Webb now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Here's Darkwan, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Orleans Darkwan His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That, too.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Webb now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz. On 1st and 10, Webb. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Webb being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Eagles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels...
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing again. Webb. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And he comes back with one complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally he has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking to throw on second down. Webb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing now is Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Foul blunt. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Throwing on first down, Webb. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And this one's incomplete. Orleans Darkwa, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Wentz signaling frantically. Let's get to the line. On second down, here's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking on the midfield logo. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Webb. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Whitaker. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now Darkwa. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Orleans Darkwa with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Once again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Aguilar has it. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wentz now on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They go play action here on 1st down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Wins to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Dalvin Tomlinson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. How did he stay on his feet? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
To throw, Webb. And he fires one incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Webb. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 3rd down, Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. B.J. Goodson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Tate. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a 1st down throw. Webb finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun, Webb. And Tate's got it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Red zone opportunity. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Wentz finds his target, Montgomery, and brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Wentz. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to sling it, and this is taken in at the 5. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A gain of 39 that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Now Wentz. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. Elliott now to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, Webb. Open man right side is Ingram. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Wentz will try again on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance, not with him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 81. On second down, here's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. To throw on second down, Webb. Buying time to his left. Shrugs him off. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
To throw on third down, Webb. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll run again with Blunt. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And look out. I think he's going to go. Touchdown, Giants. Orleans Darkwa, 58 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Now Wentz. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Wentz to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Wentz now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And New York set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.